Testing. We are finally here, man. Game one, finals. It's your boy Akoma, man. Oh yeah, NBA, NFL, WWE, hip hop news. Today isn't much of news. We giving some predictions, man. Got the Raptors and the Warriors. Um, Honestly, this might be the most even matchup in the finals we've had since maybe 2013 finals. Um, Not like, well, just for now at least until KD comes back, and that's big, man. I don't know. We don't know if KD's coming back. We don't know if he will play. There's even rumors that DeMarcus Cousins might come back. But if KD comes back, all bets are off. But I'm predicting as I'm predicting as KD's not coming back. And even then, if KD comes back, we've seen Kawhi, although with Greg Popovich and the Spurs, we've seen him lead 20 points, had them down 20, but this Warrior squad if they could keep this core together, they will always be a top 3 seed in the West. No, I do not think they're better without KD. That's just blasphemous. But they're still that 73-9. Well, not definitely that 73-19, but they're definitely that good. They couldn't compete with that 73-9 team. That bench was just amazing. But this is going to be a legacy game for Steph Curry. The Western Conference Finals, to me, like, Steph is my favorite point guard. He's my favorite player in the league. But if he can't show up let's take the past two finals out, because he had no pressure. KD, I love Curry, but with KD, he has no pressure. This is the first finals he had pressure on him since 2016. I even made excuses for him in 2016 that he was injured. Was he? I believe so. But this is his finals to write his legacy. If he win this championship without KD, or even with KD, if he could get two games without KD, that will cement him as one of the greatest point guards ever. If he can't win without KD, I don't know, man. And Klay Thompson, like, his legacy is concealed. Klay Thompson couldn't do it unless he win, like, maybe the Finals MVP, which I highly doubt, because I keep backtracking, but with the Warriors, the way they're set up, anybody can win the Finals MVP. I mean, not anybody, but, like, those guys, like, out of the five, Iguodala, Curry, Klay, Draymond, KD, those five are always valid MVP, like, options. Like, I wholeheartedly believe if the Warriors won in 2016, Draymond would have been he would have been the Finals MVP. Not Steph, not Klay, definitely not Steph. Yeah, like, I was thinking, like, I remember thinking, I was 15 at the time, like, man, Sean Livingston is the MVP of this series right now. Like, Curry just wasn't showing up, like, whether it be an injury or I can't give him a pass. He didn't show up when he needed to. He got outplayed by Kyrie. This is his time to show up. But Klay, man, like, Klay is gonna be Klay. He might struggle, but Klay will give you give you something, whether it's defense or one of those cut to the basket momentum layups. He always brings them. But this is my favorite time of the year, man. Finals. See that wide open missed three. If Curry's missing that, the Raptors have a chance. But there's three players in this series that this is all going to depend on. And Kawhi is not one of them. Kawhi is going to be Kawhi. But the Warriors could still win in spite of that. It's going to take more than one player to beat the Warriors. Like Kobe said in 2006, and after he got eliminated by the Suns, he told Charles Barkley he didn't shoot that much because he knew it was gonna take more than one player to beat them. And that's the same thing with the Warriors. You can't just have one player beating them. Like, that won't work. Ask James Harden. Ask LeBron. Like, you know. So Kawhi is not one of the guys that this series is going to depend on. It's three players. Number 1, Steph. Number 2, Kyle Lowry. And number 3, KD. If KD returns and it's that KD we seen in the first and second round before he got injured, this series is over. If Steph Curry could be the player he was last series, this series is over. But if Kyle Lowry can be any semblance of him in the regular season, Raptors in 6 and 7. If KD gonna come back, because of course KD is the greatest tipping scale ever. Like, you know, he doesn't make the Warriors great. He makes them unbeatable. That's what people get mixed up. Excuse me. But, you know, it's going to Kawhi can't do it himself. But we're almost at the end of the first quarter here. As my prediction, as this clock winds down, I got the Warriors in 6, man. Warriors in 6. This is the end of their dynasty. I wholeheartedly believe that KD is going to leave. Should he leave? No, he should not leave. He's the most most talented, but he still feels like he has something to prove. He doesn't have anything to prove to me. KD solidified himself when he pulled up in LeBron's face and, you know, hit a dagger 3 in the 2017 finals. That's when he solidified himself to me. But it seems like he still wants to prove everyone wrong. So, yeah. Warriors in 6, man. Steph is gonna have 4 championships I think he's gonna actually win Finals MVP, man. That's best case scenario as a Curry fan. That's the way we think was gonna happen, but I can't trust Kyle Lowry. I just can't. Like, there's still a lot of LeBronto in these Raptors, except Kawhi. Kawhi, like 50 points won't even help, you know. Ask LeBron. You know, Steve Kerr is just an amazing coach. He's like a young, I don't even want to say Greg Popovich, because they're different but the same in a lot of ways. But as much as they're the same, they're different. But Yeah, man. Warriors in 6. I I give Toronto 2 games because as far as inconsistent Kyle Lowry is, he I believe I will give him a game or two of good Cal. Danny Green has disappeared. Um, Marc Gasol isn't the same person he used to, isn't the same player he used to be, but he's still a good player, but he isn't the same. Uh, yeah, man. Warriors in 6. Have it. If you disagree, let me know in the comments, man. I want to do a lot more of these. I should have did a whole playoff reaction. Um, Honestly, this would have been my finals. Like this is the finals I would have predicted. I knew the Denver Nuggets wasn't going to make it. I knew Milwaukee couldn't. You can't just depend on somebody running to the paint and dunking it all day. It isn't 2K. So yeah, Warriors and Raptors. This and I'm saying it now. The Warriors will not be in the finals next year. So Steph Curry has to prove this now. He has to be the Steph now. And that doesn't mean chuck up threes. If Klay Thompson, you have to let Klay Thompson eat too. You could be the best point guard without scoring 30 every game. He has to do it. He has to do it. You stay out of foul trouble. You can't. He won't be able to score 0.5 and still win like he did against the Rockets. This is a different team. Kawhi is a different beast. So yeah, I believe in the Warriors, but I want Steph. I want this for Steph the most. Will this be Steph's last ring? Most likely. Will this be his last finals? Probably. He has to do this now. Free agency video coming soon. Y'all have a good one.